between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They give to Chubb out of the gun, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. On the carry. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
4 at the Ravens' 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught inside the 15. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35.
First and goal.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Ravens nothing. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
That's good.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver, that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Williams on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
At the 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Browns 14, Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made at
back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
Browns 14, Ravens 7.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brady now on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Shotgun now for Brady. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long. That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jerome Baker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
24-yard line.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
First down, Ravens.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brent. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Marquise Brown was the intended target. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
At the 28-yard
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now Jackson on first down, forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
A gain of 15.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson will keep it. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. This time Jackson will throw it, escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
On down.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Brady. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try.
A 49-yard attempt.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try.
44-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Hayden Hurst.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe... Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. For 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back at the 10-yard line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And inches.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Brady, and he fires one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner, and in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability, and this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He's going to take off with it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Throwing is Jackson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson on the move to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
17.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 43-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 operating from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Baltimore.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run with Dobbins. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Dobbins. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
From 6 yards away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Jackson.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they'd. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Conversion.
From the gun, Brady. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
38. Browns, 25. Austin Seibert.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Ravens.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
The 8-yard line.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Jarvis Landry.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Brady. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Brady now on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kiki QT, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady to throw again. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a
miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. From the gun, it's Jackson being chased out left. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One final try now for Brady. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out.